What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. Looks like we have a revolt in Valencia, and unfortunately we are going to have to go ahead and assist, bringing our army maintenance to the top. And of course, we do have a variety of cannons now, which should pack quite a punch, but we're going to have to wait for the rest of our military because Aragon is getting their butts absolutely kicked. Luckily, we do have quite a powerful military. We are going to go ahead and recruit a general. A 2-2, not necessarily the worst, but could be a lot better. Our plans, of course, are to either move into Morocco or France, and I believe it will most likely be France for at least the time being. And, of course, on the 1st of next month, we are going to go attack these Aragonese pretender rebels. That will drain quite a bit of manpower, but hopefully, if all goes according to plan, these units here should have a -1 defense or a -1 terrain penalty. Hopefully, Aragon will attack first, or maybe I'll even take these 7,000 units, bring them to Alicante, and try to trick Aragon into siphoning off their manpower and not mine. So, of course, I'm going to try a little strategy here. If I start the battle, Aragon should come to my aid. I'm going to wait until the 1st of next month. And, of course, I am going to add a general to a 2-3-1-1. Not bad. And we're going to dive in here. It looks like we're actually going to take the -1 penalty because we aren't the fort owner. Aragon's coming in on the 17th of May. And, of course, their entire military should be able to take them out, but we do have a variety of other units here to help as well. We've lost about 5,000 manpower. That is fine for the time being. I don't want to waste any more manpower than I need to. Okay, we have now taken out these rebels. We're going to move into Alicante, and we should be able to just decimate whatever they have left. Especially with our cannons. There we go. We lost 131 manpower. They lost all of it. We're going to go ahead and retreat the rest of our forces back into our provinces. Reduce our army maintenance to about 10%. That way we are now positive in our ducat income. There should be a stable government. Ooh, I am going to lose 10 prestige because I certainly don't want to lose any administrative power. I believe we are going to unlock the workshop. We are going to unlock pike and shot, getting us a land force limit modifier building, also known as the regimental camp. We are now 13 years ahead of schedule for professional officers. That is fine, and that is actually very nice. We have national decisions available, granting missionary strength and national tax modifiers, making it an illegal offense punishable by burning at the stake to either own or produce a translation of the Holy Bible. That is absolutely fine. We don't want any Protestantism spawns coming anytime soon. We now have viceroys granting some additional global tariffs. Unfortunately, we don't have any tariffs for the time being. How is our colony of Arguin going? They have 740 settlers out of 1,000, getting closer and closer to 1,000 every day that goes by. We have too many diplomatic relations, which is fine and understandable. If we hover over Austria once again, we now have 3 favors rather than 2. Now, I would like to declare war on France very soon, but I guess my real issue right now is I do believe we can win, but it would be more of a phylic victory, and I would rather have overwhelming odds. So I guess my entire goal, if we go to our opinion map mode of France, they just ended a war with Burgundy. I don't believe they're going to go after any of these smaller nations, especially because Provence. Provence is not an ally of France. Now, if they attempt to try to gobble up Provence, we could quickly move in and intervene. We are going to go ahead and throw another claim down on Saint-Agné. And I would like one more claim on Bern. We should be able to have an adjacent territory through this wasteland, though I'm not really too sure. So 12 development plus 10 is 22, plus 21 is 43, and then 13 is 56 development just from this war. We are going to return some territory to England, drastically reducing the naval might of France. And of course, in another 15 years, hopefully England and Austria will dive in and hopefully remove the rest of France, if that's even possible. Possibly giving Picardy to England and me moving along this line. Granting a little bit more provinces in the Mediterranean, and of course getting some much nice developmental and production provinces as well. We have the ability to make a new state inside Fez. I believe we will. 75 administrative power, that's fine, and that is okay, though it is quite expensive. And 98 for the actual province of Fez. Looks like it was Molina or something like that, that we fabricated, or we finished a core on, making it a state. Naples has a lot of liberty desire. Why is this? Because we siphoned a lot of their income, of course. Better diplomatic technology than Castile. We'll have to go ahead and fix that. And the relative power to Castile should dissipate when we go to war against some of these other nations like France. Now, we had about -50 relations with Naples. It is now down to -15. We are going to improve relations once again, hopefully bring them from disloyal to loyal. Aragon, of course, we did siphon their income as well, but I am happy about that. We were able to provide our military with a variety of extra cannons, which of course will pack quite an abundance of firepower against France. Now, I wonder if I should just take like these 5 territories, or maybe something like this along these lines. Though that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 territories inside of France. I'm not sure if that was really our best bet. Of course, I could make a solid line to Auvergne here and make castles in between all of these forts. Woods, 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 and mountains. We would absolutely destroy any French opposition. I wonder what that would look like. That would probably be our best bet. That way, no matter what happens, we would always have a defensive bonus. Woods, 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 woods. Yeah, I do like that plan. Naples here should be loyal in just a moment. They are still disloyal. That is because of our high liberty desire. After this war with France, I might go ahead and, you know, my entire issue is I have too many diplomatic relations. And, you know, once I begin my vassalization of Portugal, that will free up quite a bit of, you know, my diplomatic relation slots. Gonna go ahead fabricate one additional claim, most likely on, you know, Ifni. Improved relations with Naples. We are going to create a new core once we have 98 administrative power. And we are going to head over to Portugal, improve their relations, and offer them a royal marriage in time. We could easily improve our relations by another 30 every year that goes by. Their aggressive expansion, forced vassalization, and tyrant overlord will dissipate. Offering them a royal marriage should bring us up to 125. How is their colony coming? It says negative 165 every year because they are bankrupt. Okay, then. Hopefully we should be able to, you know, annex them quite quickly. I don't want to risk losing or gaining any more corruption. Because we have unbalanced research, we are gaining some corruption. We are going to want to go ahead and get basic financial instruments very soon. And possibly even innovative ideas next. I was debating on getting expansionism ideas, but I really need scientific revolution, reducing the technology cost for virtually all of my ideas for the rest of the game. And of course, getting advisor cost reductions would be quite beneficial as well. And some prestige is always nice. Okay, let's fabricate another claim on France as soon as we get 40. Has no possible neighboring provinces to fabricate claims on. That is very unfortunate. We are getting closer and closer to our maximum manpower here. And the Liberty Desire inside Naples is slowly declining. We enforced religion inside Telemankin. They should be slowly helping us sooner or later as well. Okay, so now let's take a look at the map. I wonder when our truce will end with France, and it looks like it already has ended. If we were to declare war now, Savoy and Scotland would join in. We still don't have Austria, though they will help us in time. We have 3 favors. Now we have 4 favors. So we could wait 12 more years and instead use our time against Morocco, though we would have to wait 2 more years to declare war against Morocco. Not exactly too sure what I'll do. Petition for redress. Let's easily take out these peasants and Fez. Pause the game, send these 16,000 troops down, improve the amount of army maintenance we can deliver. We're losing 10 ducats every single month. Ay, ay, ay. We're going to have to quickly do something about that. And of course, taking more provinces in France will gain us a lot more income. They tell us of the Protestant Reformation. I think I will go ahead and embrace that new religion as well. This is going to be absolutely disastrous for the time being, but I am going to try my best here. And we are going to create a small garrison here in Fez. On the first, we will deny this petition. And I believe we do have such a small amount of, prestige right now. If we go to our subject map mode, a lot of our provinces or our subjects will hate us. So we're going to have to do everything in our power to improve our prestige, which might even mean getting a philosopher very soon. In the meantime, I am going to go ahead and purchase under religious map mode the Defender of the Faith, and we cannot do that because our ruler is a female. That is very sexist, Paradox. But in the meantime, let's send our missionaries out to convert our provinces. We certainly don't want to deal with any uprisings on the islands. And if we play our cards right, we could probably avert this disaster. It looks like we have 100 turns to get less religious unity than 50%. Or excuse me, yeah, it looks like we could easily get more religious unity very, very soon. Now, the goal, of course, with having a new Protestantism religion is, of course, this aspects of the faith. The national tax modifier is quite nice, and the improved relations aspect is quite nice. My goal, of course, will be to get more missionary strength. Idea costs. National unrest would be quite nice, but I'll most likely get... well, you know what? I'm not too sure what I'll do just yet. But in the meantime, we do have a lot of manpower to absolutely sack down a lot of provinces that decide to uprise. We are losing about 7 ducats every single month. That, of course, will fix itself very soon. How is our colony on Arguin going? Very slow, because we did get a native somewhere in here. It's probably under trade. We got a native coexistence policy, which of course does not lead to additional, unrest or uprisings, but it is a lot slower. Okay, we are slowly but surely changing the religions from Catholicism to Protestantism. We now have 2 provinces. We might make our way... most likely in these mountainous provinces, or maybe like the grasslands provinces. 1 base tax or base production. I would like to certainly improve the amount of nobility loyalty. And they are dangerously high with influence. That is fine. I'm going to need a lot of manpower for all of these uprisings. Very soon, our missionaries will be done. I think I'm going to start in Navarra and make my way along the coast here. I think most of our rebellions are going to be in these provinces. I wonder if Tlemenkin, if we'd be able to change their religion once again. They're going to absolutely hate me. Oh my goodness. Everybody here is very, very high liberty desire. I could support loyalists. Don't believe I will, though. It would be fun to enforce the religion in Portugal, but I don't believe I'll do that. Okay, we have finished the Canaries and Madeira. We are going to convert Navarra here, and we are going to look for some high unrest, most likely one of these provinces controlled by the clergy. They're not going to like that. But as long as we can try to keep these uprisings at bay, we should do quite fine. We lack cores and fez, that is fine. We need to get more prestige, and really the only way to do that would be to wait, or of course we could get a philosopher or go to war against one of our rivals like France, but we'll see exactly what happens in time. Now, right now we need over 50% religious unity, and we only have 9%, so we are moving closer and closer to our goal. Once we have over 50%, this disaster should stop. And the entire disaster would be somewhat of a religious civil war, having a lot of Catholic zealots, I should say, trying to spread their true faith of Catholicism, while on the other hand, we are spreading Protestantism. Let's zoom out here, see what other nations have embraced the Reformation. Looks like the Hessians have. And I would really like England here to embrace that as well, but I'm not too sure exactly what's going to happen. Our truce with Tunis has ended. We are getting closer and closer to our first colony being completed. And I believe we are going to spend our military power because we are ahead of time. Let's go into one of these provinces. Most likely something that is very close to 20 development. Most likely Granada. Let's go into Granada, get our military power up to 20. And now, of course, our institution spread should be much quicker than what it previously was. We have the next 5 years to gain a lot of extra ducats to embrace our next institution, which will be colonialism. It might spawn in Iberia. It normally does, but I'm not too sure exactly where it will spawn this game. Okay, we'll most likely need to deal with these 3 provinces next. That way we can prevent the Grenadian separatists from uprising. Though it would be quite fun to convert these Sunni provinces. Cordoba has been changed religions. Very soon Beja and Navarra will change as well. Okay, here we stand. Let's go to our religious map mode. Here, my entire thinking process, all of these provinces will most likely get converted due to the Protestant center of Reformation, so it might make sense to go along these lines, though there isn't very much unrest to begin with. Let's get this province with 5.9. Find some other massive provinces here that have a lot of unrest, like Lisboa. Whoops, if I can click the right icon. And hopefully in the next 7 months, the religious unity should go up once again. Now, every month that goes by, every year that goes by, we are getting more and more prestige. And I am hoping that our war with France will weaken our vassals very, very much. And of course, with the help of Austria, anything should be possible. Let's improve our relations once again and possibly grant them some military access. With the help of England and the help of Austria, Aragon and Naples, anything should be possible. Looks like we have an uprising here in Flemenken. I think we're going to have to deal with that on our own. We do have quite an abundance of manpower. And how are our missionaries doing? Quite well. Lisboa and Madrid, two high unrest provinces. You know, it would be quite funny to have Tlemenken here be converted to Protestantism. I don't believe they will. Enforce religion. They do have quite a bit of liberty desire. And we are going to take out these out. Oh, my goodness. We are now in a war against Naples, Aragon, France, and Tlemenken. But luckily enough, Austria, England, and Portugal have all joined in. Alright, well, I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in our next adventure.